Hey guys, this is DJ here, and today in this video, I am considering to maybe sharing how I edit my videos. And today in this video, I'll be giving you guys a basic guide and provide you guys some good tips to how to edit your own videos. In this tutorial, I will show you guys how I edit my Stranded Deep videos. Alright, I'm just not going to keep you guys any waiting, so let's just get started. Starting right into the video, I wanted to maybe make an introduction video or like a good intro sequence where everyone knows what game is going to be played through. What I've done is simply have a 1-minute recording of the sunset in the game of Stranded Deep and provide the logo within the screen during post. And then I also started adding a fun idea is to add motion to the logo. And here I will give you a tutorial of how to provide motion to certain images, especially like to logos and other fun stuff that you want to add in the video's template. What I first did is to add the logo on the screen and on the timeline. And then I pinpointed the image from its original position, and then I decided to do the same thing, but for its next bigger size. Therefore, those 2 points provides a really steadily motion with that image. It requires a little distance on the timeline if you want to make it a slow speed or a fast speed. After I'm done with the first scene, I then make a large cut from that specific scene and then to the next point when I start talking or start the gameplay. And this is when you start to understand where should you make cuts and when should it happen. Don't make things too big and don't make large gaps all the time. Leave out good context in the video and make sure you have a full ahead context of where you want to make cuts. Just understand what certain things is okay to cut and what certain things are not okay to cut. Next, which I did add in music right at the introduction, there is a moment when the scene transitions to the next scene where I start talking. One thing you have to understand about volume is know how to adjust volume. So when it comes to adjusting music tracks, this is a really good tip of how to do so. So the idea is to cut the audio track in half into splits and make sure you have different layers over it. And then make it overlap on each other by extending the 2 tracks at different size you want. And make sure you have a fade in and a fade out on both of those music tracks. Therefore, you can adjust the volume on one, allowing a very smooth transition from one specific volume to a much more quieter or louder. Oh, what a beautiful morning. And now here's going to be the really good tip to knowing what to cut. Just remember, this is your video, you recorded it, you know what's in the video. You want this point to be listened to or seen upon. Alright, so make sure to make a cut from one point to another. Don't make no cuts, or then the entire video is going to be very boring and your audience will have to wait for that long until you start to say things. Alright, and so here in this video, I actually start adding the pictures that I've taken of the map of Stranded Deep. This is a very simple way of how to add other basic images on your videos, and that is just by simply adding them to the screen and on the timeline, and just make sure you probably provide a good transition for it to have a slow flow appearance on the video. And also another really good thing to look upon when you want to start doing YouTube is you must learn how to use files and how to transfer things right. Because I had to go through a transfer rate not just through my phone, through the computer, but I also had to use the Google Drive plus the folders on my computer. So it's a lot of work, but I bet you can learn more as soon as time goes on. Here in this video during the travel scene, I started making a really good choice on what background soundtrack I want to use, like specific song. And what I chose to do is use a specific song from the Sea of Thieves soundtrack. Before you start using certain music, you have to just make sure and research on what kind of music is okay to use, because some is labeled non-copyrighted and that is safe to use. Just understand what kind of songs are non-copyrighted and make sure you are doing your research online when it comes to finding the specific songs. A pro tip for collecting specific songs that you want to use: it's good to provide or make a folder as a library consist of all the songs that you have. Therefore, you actually has an easy access to all of them and know what you can use. You can easily double click on them, or I'm on Microsoft by the way, so you can easily click on them, listen to them, and see what this song work in this specific scene. It's good to know what kind of songs are good for some scenes. Just remember, all of them have different genres, different styles. You just have to understand the background and purpose to those soundtracks.
Yeah, what's that? It's like glowing red. Oddly enough, that island looks familiar. Because it's Rex. Yeah, that's all I can make out.
Skipping all the way towards the end of the video, I'll actually be showing you how I am able to be building my end credit scene. Yeah, so entirely, I actually grab a black blank canvas. Some editing softwares give you the ability to provide a blank canvas, but some doesn't. So that's why I have to apply a black canvas to this. But I then added effect that's actually from the software itself. I use Wondershare Filmora, by the way. And then I actually download the original font of my channel art into the editing program where I get to type in my logo and put it on the end screen's credits. And then after that, I actually do the same ability to change the volume of the music to make it go quiet to loud right at the end of the soundtrack. Where, there you go, you have it. This is my end screen scene.